So now let's talk about a feature that can come up in the exam, which is called connection draining. So it has two names actually. If you're using a classic load balancer, it is called connection draining. But if you're using an application load balancer or a network load balancer, this is called a deregistration delay. And the idea behind this concept is that it will give some time for your instances to complete the in-flight request, so the active request, while the instance is being deregistered or marked unhealthy. And once a connection is being drained, so once an instance is being drained, then the ELB will stop sending new request to the EC2 instance that is being drained while being deregistered. So let's have a look at a diagram to understand better. So we have three EC2 instances, and then one of them will set it in draining mode. So the users that are already connected to that EC2 instance are going to be given enough time, which is the draining period, okay, to complete their existing connection and to complete their existing request. And then once everything is done, then all the connections will be shut down. Now, if new users try to connect to our ELB is smart enough to know that because our EC2 instance is in draining state, then it will only establish new connections with other EC2 instances. For example, my second EC2 instance or my third EC2 instance. Now you can parameterize these connection draining parameters. So you can set it anywhere between 1 to 3,600 seconds. By default, it is 300 seconds, so 5 minutes. And you can disable it altogether if you set the value to 0, which means that there's no draining happening. Now, if you set it to a low value, okay, this is good if your requests are short. For example, if they're very, very short requests for, let's say, less than 1 second, well, it's a good idea to set the draining connection parameter to maybe 30 seconds, okay? Because then this will allow your EC2 instance to be drained really fast and then be taken offline, maybe to be replaced or something like this. If your request can be quite long, for example, if you have uploads or long-lived requests, then you want to set this something pretty high. But the trade-off is that your EC2 instance is not going to go away as soon as possible. Okay, so you have to wait until this connection draining period is done. Okay, so this is what you need to know about this setting at a high level. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next lecture.